Hello everyone and welcome to UnWine with Janet. I would like you to imagine yourself in Jamaica at one of our gorgeous beaches on the north coast, or if you decide to travel inland to Ocho, there'll be a familiar smell in the air, the smell of fresh fried fish. My favorite is the Escovitch fish, and that's what I'll be preparing for you today. This is a crispy pan-fried whole fish, and it's normally dressed with spicy sauce and pickled vegetable medley such as julienne, carrots and peppers, onions and more. This style of cooking was originated from Europe, where it's known as escabeche, and it was brought to Jamaica by the Spaniards back then. Because escovitch fish is something that both locals and visitors to our island enjoy, come let me show you how we do it. Welcome back. Now this is probably going to be the simplest recipe that you've ever prepared. It's not too many steps and it's very straightforward. All you will need is a half teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of salt-free all-purpose seasoning, and a few pimento seeds, otherwise known as allspice. For my vegetables, I have 1 onion, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. If you prefer, you can add more for extra spiciness, a yellow bell pepper, a carrot, a green bell pepper, and a red bell pepper. And I choose to use 3 different color bell peppers because the colors will make a beautiful presentation. Now, to prove how simple and easy it is to prepare Jamaican Escovitch fish, all I will be doing is combining all of the powdered seasoning in a bowl, and after which I'm going to give it a good stir just to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. And after I'm done with that, I'm just going to get my fish, and I'm using a red snapper because it's easier to handle during preparation. It won't fall apart as easily and it has more meat to it. Another good one you could try also is the kingfish. Both red snapper and the kingfish are 2 great choices. Now, to properly season your fish, you want to make sure that you add the seasoning on the inside of the fish, even in its head. I know we have some die-hard fish head eater out there, and if it's not seasoned properly, it will have a bland taste. Now on the outside, you're going to repeat the process, making sure that the seasoning go in those slits on the side also. And after you're done with that, it's ready for frying. You don't have to worry about marinating it overnight or for an hour or anything like that. As soon as you're done seasoning your fish, it's all good and ready to be dropped in that hot oil. If you should take a trip to any one of our local beaches or any one of our food pit stop and you order fried fish, that's exactly how they would prepare it. They would season it just right there on spot, and then they would just drop it in that hot oil and fry it and serve it up to you. Now after we're through with seasoning our red snapper or whichever fish you choose, we're going to make sure that that skillet is heated, and then we're going to add some oil. I am using a half a cup of oil because I'll be frying 2 fish. You also want to make sure that your oil is very hot. You do not want to put a fish in a lukewarm oil because it's going to get stuck to the bottom and the end result will be a very oily fish. So you're going to fry it on medium heat for about 5 minutes before turning. Mine is a little bit darker. You don't have to get yours as dark as mine. I like it when it's crispy, so you can have it maybe until it's golden brown or whatever you prefer. After they're all done frying, just place them on a paper towel and this will absorb any extra oil from them. Okay, so the next step now is to prepare the vegetables, and I will julienne all 3 colored bell peppers as well as the carrots. The onions I will definitely cut in about 1/2 inch thickness because you do not want to cut them too thin. You want them to have that whole ring whenever you're sauteing them and they won't break apart. Now for the Scotch bonnet pepper, I'm only using 1 but it's all up to you. If you choose to use 2 or 3, it's your choice. I didn't want it to be too spicy, but if you realize I'm also using the seed because it can't be escovitch if you don't have a little spice to it. So these are all my vegetables. Now for the next step, you want to heat your skillet before you add your oil, and I'll be using just a tablespoon of oil. After that, I am only going to be adding the carrots first. And the reason why I do the carrots first is because they are much more firmer than the others, and it will take a little bit longer for them to get al dente. After I add the carrot, I'm going to go ahead and add the bell peppers, and you can add all 3 colors because they're the same texture, so it really doesn't matter. I usually keep on stirring them just gently, so that it doesn't break apart, because I do not want them to get stuck to the bottom of the pot. And then the onion can go in, as I said, once the carrots are in first and they get al dente, any and everything can go in immediately after that. The onion, remember, I cut them a little bit thicker, so by me manipulating them like that, they won't break apart easily, and that's what you want, because whenever you're ready to put it on the fish, you don't want to see broken circles. You still want to see the circles intact because it adds to the presentation of it. Your vinegar can go in, as well as your pimento seeds, and after that you just give it a gentle toss so that everything is coated with that vinegar mixture. And after that, you just cover and let it simmer for about 1.5 minutes, because you do not want the vinegar to evaporate too much. Some persons also use sugar or added powdered seasoning, and other seasoning that to their preference, but I prefer to just add a little bit of salt because I want to taste that natural flavor. I do not want to put too much spices or herbs in it that will take away from the taste. So for my preference, I only use a little bit of salt in it instead of all the other powdered seasoning or ketchup or sugar or anything like that. So this is it. It's all done. There's nothing more that you have to do in terms of preparation. The only thing left for you to do is to get your fish and to put all of this on top of your fish and to sprinkle it with some of that nice sauce that is in the pot. So go ahead and give it a try and let me know how it turned out. Leave your comments in the comment box. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's video. What good? Till me see you next time, alright?